Winston Prime, no shade to Winston Prime, because the shit is good. But if he's complaining about taking me to Winston Prime and I'm at Woodley G's on a fucking Tuesday,
what are you talking about? Am I confused? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Welcome back, Motivation Nation. Welcome back. We got another video of a young lady spitting foolishness. We're not gonna waste no time. Let's get right off into it.
so this guy's like, hey, let's do dinner. So then he's like, okay, he says a restaurant, but I don't want to go to that restaurant because I just went to the restaurant on Sunday. So I suggest another restaurant for him to take me to. This man tells me, let's scale it back a bit. I just want to get to know you. If you can't take me to fucking Winsome Prime.
Hold on a second. Let me stop right there. I know we're just into it. It's not really that long of a video anyway. But I mean, first and foremost, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I mean, why does a first date? Why do these young ladies feel as though a first date means that somebody needs to take you somewhere as upscale as you think you should be going? Because the whole purpose and premise of a first date is really for you two to actually be getting to know each other. And I'm starting to get sick of seeing more and more of this younger generation and these younger women. And I hate to say it, some of the women that are in an age group, in an age bracket where they shouldn't have this mentality, spitting this stuff out because it's starting to look like this is what's becoming the norm. And this is why the dating market is the way that it is. You are going on a date with someone because you allegedly are interested in this person as far as getting to know them and being potentially in a relationship with them. So, where this individual takes you the first time you meet is basically irrelevant because there was a time, and I always go back to this. There was a time. There was a time back in the day before that there was a such thing as social media, where if after you when you met someone, you actually had to meet them in person. That's first and foremost. So you actually had to have some level of conversation from the start, right? And so from then that conversation between you and that young lady would escalate into you getting her phone number and you would have further conversations on the phone. And then you guys would enjoy your conversations on the phone and you would look forward to meeting each other anywhere for that matter. You might say, hey, listen, let's meet in the park. Let's walk. Let's sit. Let's just sit and talk. It didn't involve food. It didn't involve spending money. It actually involved actually getting to know people. And as this society is going, it's getting further and further away from people wanting to get to know people. They only thing that they want to know up front now is how much money can you spend on me? And that is where the shift is happening in relationships because it's not where it started that at a particular point in time back in the day. It started with, is your conversation enough to intrigue me to want to get to know you further? Could care less about where we go to eat. People used to meet at McDonald's. They would meet at Wendy's. They would meet somewhere because it's about the conversation, not about what they can spend. But let me let this young lady continue with her conversation. Well, with her story time and let us know about this.
Can you take me to Winsome Prime? No shade to Winsome Prime, because the shit is good. But if he's complaining about taking me to Winsome Prime and I'm at Woodley G's on a fucking Tuesday, I just had lunch at fucking Hillstone. He's telling me to scale it back a bit. It makes me feel like he's trying to make me lower my standards, y'all. And you saying let's scale it back to Winsome fucking Prime. No bag, babe. Bye. So this guy's like, hey.
And you know, the saddest part about these videos are there are other women, lonely single women, because these are all single women that are out here trying to date. And they're in the comments and they champion this type of behavior. So it's just basically bitter people cheering on other bitter people so that they can all stay bitter together. Because anyone with any level of common sense and anyone that's actually in a healthy relationship would tell her what she's talking about is completely absurd and it makes absolutely zero sense on any level. you're concerned about where someone can take you to eat, which leads me to believe that you can't actually afford to eat at these places on your own, which is why you're making a video about why this man ain't taking you there. Because if this was a place that you ate at, if you could afford to eat there yourself, it wouldn't matter to you about eating there. Like you said, you were at some place on a Tuesday, but then he wants to take you here as a first date on a different day, which means that these aren't places that you can afford. And so now you're saying that by him asking you to scale it back means lowering your standards. Well, what are your standards? Because obviously these places aren't your standard. Otherwise, you wouldn't be complaining about eating there. And you would be more, you obviously don't like this guy, because if you did, it wouldn't even matter to you where you guys went to eat, because you would be more interested in getting to know about him. And it's funny to me because, you know, they get on, a lot of these young ladies get on here and they complain about these men and where they're taking them. But then when you see the ones that are single mothers, they had zero expectations for the man that impregnated them. So it's so crazy because it's such a double standard and a lie that they live for the social media of it all, so that they can get championed in the comments to, so people can tell them that they're making the right decision. But I really honestly feel deep down inside, majority of these people know that they're not making the right decision. That's why they get on the internet looking for validation. But it's funny also to me because all of these people are single and all of them are championing each other on. So it's almost like I'm unhappy and I'll be darned, I watch somebody else be happy right before my eyes, because that's basically what the internet and social media breeds, is a bunch of bitter, unhappy people, and they want to make sure you stay in that bitter, unhappy boat with them. But if you were seriously interested in that guy, win some prime or whatever that is, I don't even know what it is. I'm not looking it up because it's irrelevant. If you were interested in that guy, you would be okay taking a walk in the park with that guy, meeting that guy anywhere just to get to know him, because you guys would have had conversation. And that's another thing. But I know I'm going on about this, but that's another thing that's lost nowadays is people meet on these apps and they have had very little conversation with one another. So they don't even know anything really about each other before they actually meet for the first time. So it leads them to feel as though in order to impress me, you need to spend money on me. Versus if you meet someone and you have conversations with them leading up to the first date, then it takes a lot of the pressure off. It takes a lot of the anxiety out because you somewhat know this person, and now you're going to meet them in person to continue to fill them out. And the location of the meeting is basically irrelevant because you guys are actually giddy about seeing one another and continuing the conversations that you guys have been having previously. That's how healthy relationships start. This other nonsense that we're witnessing is just that nonsense. But listen, I've talked. Now it's your turn to talk. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. And before I go, I would like to thank each and every one of you guys that hit that like, that share, that subscribe button, and jump in the comments and leave your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. From sincerely, I do. The channel is growing. Everything is getting better, and it's all because of you guys. And I really do appreciate each and every last one of you. So even if you don't comment and you just watch, I appreciate that as well. So I just want to make sure I put that out there, especially for those of you that are still watching at this point, because that means a lot, watching the videos to the end. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And the Air Gordon Dating Show is coming. We have to do things in a specific order. Once I reach a specific milestone, then we'll start doing our dating show. But believe me, guys, it's coming. It's coming and it's going to be good. But anyway, that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Out.